Wrestle Magic Pod, official sponsors of British Empire Wrestling.
Hello and welcome to the Wrestle Magic Pod. I am your host, King Scully, and today I am joined by a fellow content creator, a fellow podcaster, a fellow wrestling fan, and he's also quite a good singer, actually. I've heard some of his songs, and he's good at impersonations, especially of Triple H. Joining me today is Brad Steele. How are you doing, Brad?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm all good, thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
So first of all, we always like to go way back. So can you tell us a little bit about your childhood, where you grew up and when you first started watching wrestling?
Well, I grew up in the Nashville area, Nashville, Tennessee area, and my dad was a huge wrestling fan. Actually wrestled in the territories there in Mississippi when he was in college, and so he's always been a big wrestling fan, and so he would always watch wrestling. And it was right at the start of the Monday Night Wars in the Attitude Era and everything when I kind of started taking a liking to wrestling, which was such a great time to get interested in it. And so, pretty much, I mean, I started watching as a kid and it just stuck. You know, I just never really got out of my wrestling phase. There's probably a couple of years in there where I didn't watch because, funny enough, my parents had deemed that it was too inappropriate for a kid to watch, which back then it probably was. But I got back into it in the early 2000s and have been into it ever since. So it's been kind of a constant in my life since I was a kid.
Okay, that's good then. So would you say you watch it all the time? So you watch every Monday Night Raw, every SmackDown, every pay-per-view?
I'd say I mean, unless there's just like something that I've got to be at. I mean, of course, nowadays you can, if you miss it live, you can record it and watch it back pretty easily. But I don't really miss an episode of Raw or SmackDown. I don't miss PLEs, even if I have to watch them on, later when I get the chance to watch. I don't miss any. So I'm a pretty dedicated fan. So.
Okay, so when would you say is your favorite era in WWE?
The Attitude Era would be such an easy answer, but I was so young that, I have some memories of watching that as a kid. I definitely loved the Ruthless Aggression era in the early 2000s. I loved that. I really think the early Triple H era, though, 2023, 2024, up through WrestleMania 40, that was a great time. And I still think there are elements of it that are still good to this day, although it has cooled off a little bit. I guess I would just say I'll just go Ruthless Aggression just because that's, that was like when I really got the most invested in wrestling. So I'll go with that. But a couple of years ago, that early Triple H era was really, really solid as well.
Well, judging by what you've just said, would you say Triple H is your favorite wrestler?
No, he's not my favorite wrestler.
No.
He's not my favorite wrestler. Ironically enough, my favorite wrestler is Shawn Michaels. So you're close. I mean, you're his buddy. Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. Triple H definitely one of the greats. He's not my favorite wrestler. Ironically enough, though, I was we were talking about before we hit record here, my shirt that I'm wearing of the Bloodline. I was looking through my closet because it's WrestleMania week as we're filming this, and I was like, I want to wear wrestling shirts this week, especially. I don't have a Triple H shirt, actually. I'm gonna have to look into that. I have a DX shirt, so that kind of counts, but I do like Triple H, but Shawn's my favorite though.
Okay, so I don't want to put you on the spot because obviously you might know, you might not, but who would you say is your top 5? And it doesn't have to be any order.
All time?
All time, yeah.
Well, Shawn, Sting is a top 5 for me all time. The Undertaker is a top 5 for me all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin, as cliche as it is, that's a top 5 for me all time. And I'm trying to think of somebody more recent, because those are all like, you know, some of the legends. Man, that's tough, that last spot. I guess I'll give it to... Oh, it would change. It could change tomorrow, but I'll go with Cena. I'll give it to Cena. That's more recent, and you know, a legend as well. So,
yeah. So that one, I think, number 5, the 5th one, always seems to get people.
Yeah, there's like, so many names coming to my mind. You know,
like for me, like personally, I could think of a top 10.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't be like in any order as specific. I know my top 2, which is The Rock and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
So they're my top 2.
I thought about The Rock too. And that top 5 I gave was not in a particular order either. You could kind of, you know, mix those around any way you want.
And what about theme music, which is your...
Well, it's a cliche answer, but Stone Cold's is tough to beat. I mean, his is just perfect. His theme song is so perfect. I love Edge's theme song. Triple H has a really good one. I always liked Goldberg's. I don't, and a lot of people don't talk about Goldberg's theme, but I've always liked Goldberg's. If you want to talk about current themes, though, because I know a lot of people kind of trash on the current themes because a lot of them are kind of meh. I do like Obafemi's theme that he has now. I like Trick Williams has a great theme. Cody, I think, has a great theme. I wish Roman would go back to the theme that he had before the one that he has now, but it's solid. Yeah. It's so important. Like, a good theme song is so important to a wrestler getting over and having fan support. Like, if somebody has a theme song that doesn't get any sort of pop or get anybody pumped up when it hits, it kind of ruins it. So that's such a big deal. Music's so important to wrestling.
Yeah, it definitely is. And you mentioned him then, actually. So one wrestler I just think is going to just like, he's already got a standing ovation. He's not even meant to be. He's meant to be a heel, I think. But Trick Williams, Sami Zayn's clearly getting booed now. And he's not taking the hint. I think it's about time, like, you know, you're being booed, you should like stop playing the little nice guy, because it's a bit boring.
I think I like Trick. I like Trick a lot, and I think that at WrestleMania, and I don't know when people are going to watch this, but we're recording this before WrestleMania. I could see Trick and Sammy doing like a double turn in that match, because I think Sammy's just so not a good guy right now. People are just booing him. They've got to swap him, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just his whole image as well. He just looks like a star, doesn't he? Like,
oh yeah.
And he's so good on the microphone. Like, some wrestlers, you just say, "Oh, well, you shut up. You're boring me now." But he's just really good. Like, he's already got it, ain't he? So.
Yeah, he's going to be a huge star. I think if they can't make a huge star out of him, something's wrong. Something's really wrong.
And with Obafemi, I'm glad you brought him up. His theme song as well. When you're looking in the crowd and they're all doing the...
Yeah, they all do it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it helps that, I mean, his whole presentation is so great. I mean, he just has so much. I mentioned Goldberg a second ago. I know people roll their eyes when you talk about Goldberg, but Bill Goldberg. But Obafemi reminds me of late 90s Bill Goldberg, just with more moves. more moves and a better promo. But the presentation is kind of the same, you know. It's very stoic, and the epic music and the drum beat and everything. So he, like, sky's the limit with him too. Oba and Trick Williams, like, if those guys can't be huge stars, then you need to just shut it down and sell the company again or something, because that is like hard to miss with those guys.
I could definitely see why they both was involved in the Rumble, and then it's gone on from there, hasn't it, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously before, I know they were quite big in NXT, weren't they? So
yeah. And Javon Evans, I'll throw his name out there too. Javon Evans is, I mean, he just does things in the ring that I've never even seen, like the height that he's able to get. So a lot of promising young talent, and I'm sure they're going to call more of them up after WrestleMania. So
yeah, definitely, we'll definitely see some more wrestlers. There's another thing I wanted to ask you, because you're a wrestling fan. Me and my co-host Maverick were speaking about this the other day. Do you not think like there's too many championships right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you consider the women's U.S. title, which is currently held by Julia, is not even on WrestleMania, and I think I talked to a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how they need to really, at least with the mid-card titles or the tag team titles, they need to go down to just one set of champions on between the shows. Because right now, I think people forget that Julia even has a title. And why would you remember? I mean, she never is on the show, never defends it. The women's tag titles were like that for a long time. They never got defended. I don't even know if I could remember who the SmackDown tag team champions are. Is it the Wyatts or the MFTs? No, it's not the MFTs anymore.
They lost it, didn't they, against
Truth and Damian Priest. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's another one, isn't it? They've just thrown them together for the sake of it, really. I mean, yeah. They have a good with like Damian Priest. For me, I kind of found him boring since he left the Judgment Day. Like, I've not really found him interesting whatsoever.
I agree.
And I mean, like, even his music is a bit crappy.
yeah, they're not doing him any favors.
For the bad guy.
Well, and that's another thing about the theme music. I hate the little catchphrases in the, like when Charlotte is like, "All hail the Queen." I'm like, this is so stupid. Just play your music, Like, why do we have to stop the song to have some random voice come over and do but yeah.
Yeah, it's like Liv Morgan's that says "Watch Me" in it or something.
Yeah.
And then
I think she's gonna have new music after she put a new song out. So
what did you think of that? It's sort of like a Britney Spears type.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hated it. I liked it. I mean, it was what I expected when I saw that she was putting out a song. I had an idea in my head of what it was going to be. That's exactly what it was. It was like you said, Britney Spears kind of early 2000s, kind of Christina Aguilera kind of thing, and I think it's fun. I mean, like, it's something different, something new, and I think she's a big star. I mean, she's a very popular name, and I think that video got a lot of views. So if it gets in the wrestling business, as they say, if you get people talking, you're ahead of the game. So.
Yeah, definitely. And what do you think about the Pat McAfee thing? Because personally, I don't think he is the big reveal, really. I think it'll be someone bigger, probably The Rock or something. I think he's just used as like a scapegoat at the moment, so to speak.
I could see that. I've given up hope on The Rock ever coming back to do anything, because it's just every time. I feel like every year we're doing this. I'm just like, oh, maybe he'll come back, and he never does. I've already seen people who are like, he's been spotted in Vegas where they're doing WrestleMania. And I'm just like, don't do this. Like, after last year, I learned my lesson. Don't get your hopes up on The Rock. But I will say that is an interesting theory that McAfee is answering somebody else. And I do think it'll get to that at some point. I think it's just like, it's so like, it's a strange thing to watch, because I made a joke about it in one of my videos I posted, but it's the truth. The whole storyline is that the storyline sucks. I mean, that's what the whole storyline, the whole build is that the build sucks. And like, I'm watching all these interviews with Cody, and he's just like, it's the worst reveal ever, and this is awful, and who wants Pat? I'm like, it's such a weird meta storyline to have, like, you're openly talking about the ticket sales being bad and the storylines bad. It's weird. And so I don't know where in the world, and maybe that's the way they're going to turn it into something good, is that the wackiness and the craziness of it all is going to get people interested into just, it's like a bad car wreck. You can't help but watch, But I think like it was just such a swing and a miss on their part. I think that there are people there that overestimated how big of a name Pat McAfee would be. I don't think I would venture to say there has not been one ticket sold because of Pat McAfee's involvement in that storyline. And I don't want to ramble on too much, but I'll just say this. I think there is a time and place for celebrities to be involved in wrestling. There always has been. There's always been celebrity involvement. But when you have a storyline with two guys who have 20 years of history, and now you're going to add in a celebrity, just to try to boost ticket sales, that just comes across so bad. So I'm genuinely, in a weird way, I am interested to see how this whole thing goes, for better, for worse. I am interested. Like I said, it's like a bad car wreck. You can't look away,
Yeah, I agree with that. Like with Pat McAfee, I think he's good on the microphone. He's got good presence, but what he's saying is basically dissing your own product.
Yeah, and when does that ever work in wrestling? Like, it's very rare. I mean, WCW, if you watched that back in the day, they did that stuff all the time, where they would have Hulk Hogan come out and be like, "That's why this show sucks, brother." Or TNA used to do that, where they would have people come out. AEW even recently had guys do that on their show, and it's just like, that really is counterproductive when a wrestler says the show sucks and everybody cheers and applauds. That's a bad look for the company,
Yeah, because it's literally like the fans agree with it.
Yeah, that very thing happened in AEW. I don't know if you watch AEW, but MJF did a storyline years ago where he talked about how bad the show sucked and the owners of Mark and all of this stuff, and everybody went crazy and cheered for him. And it's like, what are we supposed to do with that? Like, what a message to send to your fans.
I know, it's definitely weird. And I agree, it's a bit odd. The whole build-up's a bit odd. I kind of feel like a lot of the matches have been rushed as well. Like, all of a sudden you got so-and-so facing so-and-so like 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Yeah. You got Sami Zayn.
Gunther and Seth Rollins. That one's been thrown together.
Yeah, literally for nothing, really.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure the match will be good because they're both really good. But, yeah, they have no story at all. So.
No, and something else that surprised me currently, and you might agree, is there've been a lot of title changes recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, you're leading up to WrestleMania and you've changed the title like twice or something.
Yeah, it's part of the show, man. You had to change all the titles. But they did that last year. I remember leading up to WrestleMania last year. It was like out of nowhere, EO won the title like a month before WrestleMania. Like, that's like part of their thing every year, is that like they change a bunch of the lower. I mean, even the WWE title, Cody beat Drew like a month ago to win that thing back. So it just seems like forever ago because that was pre-McAfee and pre all this stuff. But yeah, they definitely do that a lot. Under Triple H, they change the titles around right at WrestleMania, and that can be risky because now you have champions that aren't even established champions because they just won the title, and now they're going in. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's
both tag titles have changed hands recently because you got Division on one hand, and then you got R-Truth and Damien Priest, like you said. There's one. You got obviously Sami Zayn won the title off Carmelo Hayes. There's three. The first one you said.
Oh yeah, Cody and Drew. Cody winning the title.
Yeah, that one. So that's four in about a month.
If you factor in, there was one more I just thought of. Dang it, my mind just went blank. Oh, AJ Lee won the title from Becky pretty recently. She won the Intercontinental title from Becky pretty recently. So I'd include that in there too. So probably 4 or 5 different title changes.
Yeah, it's quite. I think years ago they never used to really change until it was like a pay-per-view or something, which I always thought was the better way, because you're building up to like a big fight at the main event, and then the title is defended on the main event, not just on a random SmackDown for no reason.
Yeah. Well, and when you do a title change on TV, if you do it every once in a while with one title, that's cool. That's fine. But, I mean, they had like a month where it was just every week somebody was losing a title. And it's like, well, when they all do it at once, it kind of loses its gusto a little bit, because then everybody's just losing their titles all at once.
Yeah, exactly. And there's, when we get to the quiz, there is a question regarding similar sort of thing, which we'll get to. So now let's speak about your content creations, and and I really enjoy them. Your songs. I don't know if you got your keyboard and you want to do. I don't know if you want to sing a song for us. I don't know how well you can hear it,
but can you hear that?
Yeah. How long you been playing the keyboard for?
I've been singing my whole life. I've been playing keys senior year of high school, so 14, 15 years I've been playing the keys, and mainly just because I needed something to back me up, because I knew I was a singer, but I needed something to back me up when I sang, other than just karaoke tracks. So I learned how to play the keys. And I've been putting out music for a while. I've been involved in music for a while. And then this wrestling content thing came up, and I was like, well, a lot of music in wrestling. So I was like, I'll just do some covers of some wrestling theme songs and stuff like that. And honestly, my most viral video came in the form of me doing a cover of Kane's Slow Chemical theme song, which just, took off like wildfire on TikTok and Instagram. So
yeah, I did enjoy that one. There's another guy as well who's quite good as well. He's like released a proper song as well. I don't know if you've seen him. He sings the same. He don't just sing wrestling themes.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. I know I've seen the girl that plays all of them on the piano. She does great too.
Yeah. So would you be willing to give us a little...
Oh, man. I'll do a sample of this one, because I did this one the other day. Adrenaline in my soul, every fight out of control. Do it all to get them off their feet. Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up and home. Whoa, my father said when I was younger, hard times breed better men. Took it all away, I gave it all away. Can't take my freedom, here to change the game, I've been made of pain. I am my kingdom. I'll stop right there, so I don't want to clip them.
Yeah.
I'll go with a high note, but
yeah, that's. Do you know what? I actually like that version as well. Like you've made it, you've made it your own style as well. It's not the same as the Downstate one.
It always and the lead singer of Downstate reached out after I uploaded a cover of that, and it was really cool. The cool thing about not just that song, but like Slow Chemical and a lot of these theme songs I've been covering, I have a whole list that I'm going to get to eventually on TikTok and everything, is that a lot of people comment and they're like, I've never actually listened to the lyrics before. Because the Slow Chemical for Kane, I was like, is this song about Katie Vick? And for those of you that remember Katie Vick, you know that whole deal. I was like, is this song about Katie Vick? I was like, because he's clearly talking about a girl and everything. And everybody was like, I've never listened to the lyrics, but it could be about Katie Vick, because the lyrics definitely reference losing a lover. So who knows?
Yeah, that's quite a good tune, that one, as well.
Yeah.
That would be up there in one of my favourite ones, I reckon.
I'll be honest, I didn't know how beloved that theme song was. I mean, I didn't know how, like, that's a very, like, people love that theme song. And it's very obscure because he didn't have that theme for like the last 10 to 15 years of his career. So it was just funny to me because I saw the numbers going up and I was like, wow, people really like Slow Chemical. But yeah, that was really neat.
Yeah, so I done a bit of rapping or whatever. I'm not very good, but I did John Cena's on our Wrestle Magic Instagram. I posted it on there.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that one yet, but it's I didn't do Time Is Now. I did the one I prefer, the first
Basic
one.
Thugonomics.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
that one. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I had a go at that one. I didn't like say any of the lyrics wrong or anything, so that was all right.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, and I've done I like a sing song too, so on my personal TikTok I've done like loads of random songs like Cranberries and the funny thing is I'll try and sing like them. I don't sound nothing like them, but I just do it. I just do it for the fun of it.
Hey, that's the best way to do it. Best way to do it.
And I'm gonna put on there probably tomorrow over the weekend. I got a Hulk Hogan one that I did on my personal one, but I'm gonna put it on the Wrestle Magic one because I actually his documentary is released next week, I believe. So I thought it'd be good to do it for that. And when I did it, I put, so I don't know if you know, like a yellow cloth, like a yellow, what you would just wipe your table with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I put that on my head. I put, I got a bandana, so I put that on.
Yeah.
I made a mustache and I put that on.
You put in the effort. You put in the costume. Yeah.
I rolled my sleeves up. It kind of worked. And I grabbed my boys WWE championship.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. So can we talk about your impressions, like your impersonations of wrestlers? How long have you been doing that for?
However long I've been doing it on TikTok. I don't think people would believe I'm not like an impressionist. I've never, like, I'm not the guy when I hang out with my friends that they're like, do the Triple H thing. I've never imitated. I mean, I've never. So what happened was I had the TikTok account, Elite's Wrestling Conversation. I had that account for a couple years, and I was not consistently uploading. I would, if I had something that I wanted to say, I would upload on there, but it wasn't consistent. I never even hardly got on there. I was on my own personal account. And then in December, just a few months ago, I had watched an interview with Bret Hart on YouTube, a current interview, like a recent interview. And we all know Bret's interviews recently, just unhinged. He just says stuff, you know. So I just like had this idea to do a spoof of a Bret Hart interview. And so I did it and uploaded it. I didn't even think it wasn't even that great of an impression. It was mostly what I was saying. I was like, you know, me and Vince, people used to think that we just kissed in the locker room before matches, you know, like just that kind of thing. And I just uploaded it, went back to my main account, didn't even think about it. Well, a couple of days later, I went and looked and it had like taken off. People were watching it and everybody was like, that's actually, you sound kind of like him. So I was like, okay. So I did another Bret Hart one, started doing some John Cena videos. And then the Triple H one, which is now the most notable one that I do, is a couple days before Christmas. I was sitting in this chair thinking of more content to do. And so it was before Christmas. I was like, what if Triple H was the conductor on the Polar Express? I've never imitated Triple H in my life. I've never, like, again, nobody's ever been like, do your Triple H impression. I just was like, I hit record and was like, it's a new era on the Polar Express. And I like did that whole video. And that was the only one where I listened back and I was like, that's pretty good. I was like, that actually kind of sounds like Triple H. So now it's morphed into creative meetings where like Triple H is the head of the creative meeting, and so I'm him, and then Michael P.S. Hayes is there, and Bruce and Shawn Michaels, and I made up a character called Reasonable Guy who's always like the voice of reason in these creative meetings, and it's a blast, like, and just kind of a fun way to do a commentary on the shows, Raw and SmackDown and stuff, and and then I started uploading the videos of the singing and everything. So it's just kind of a bunch of different avenues to talk about wrestling in a way that, is fun and lighthearted. And the impressions are just like, here's what I attribute it to. I think that because I've been a wrestling fan most of my life, I think I've just listened to these people talk so much by this point that it's just ingrained in me. I think like I've heard Triple H talk my whole life, and so I think it's just kind of ingrained in me how to just talk like him, I think, because I don't think, like, if you walked up to me and were like, do an impression of that newscaster, like, I don't think I could just sit here and just start doing impressions. I've tried to do impressions of other wrestlers, and it's awful. Like, I had one, I don't remember which wrestler it was, but I was like, that's terrible. I was like, I'm not uploading that. So I don't consider myself an impressionist at all. It's just something that I randomly uploaded and posted, and everybody was just like, thought it was entertaining. So I've had wrestlers reach out, wrestlers and personalities in the business reach out because they love all my videos, and so that's been some of the coolest stuff so far. So
yeah, I think what's good about it as well is the content you create is, so when you're doing like the Triple H, you're basically doing what the fans are thinking, like, yeah. So everyone's thinking, what the hell's going on? And you're doing it in their like. And where did you come up with, because obviously you can plug it now if you like, but you've got your own podcast, haven't you? And you called it
What We Do Wrestling Podcast. So it's one of those things where I've only done one episode. I did an episode after Monday's Raw, and I'm doing another one after WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 this weekend. It's one I love to talk about wrestling. I mean, I could talk about wrestling all day. It's one of those things that's like, I could do what we're doing right now for the rest of the day and not even miss a beat. So the TikTok and Instagram Reels thing was doing so well that I was like, well, I'll put out a feeler and see if anybody'd be interested in this. And so I asked, and I got a lot of messages from people that were like, you got to do it. You got to do a podcast. You got to do it. So the cover is me in Triple H's suit in front of the board at the head of the creative table. And it's crazy because I was just like, I do a lot of different content. And so I didn't plan on adding that to the plate. And then it was just like, man, you know what? You only live once. So let's do it. And whoever watches, and whoever listens. You know that. I mean, it's like, you know what? The way I see it is if 5 people listen, that's like sitting in a room with 5 people talking about wrestling. And how much fun would that be? So that's just kind of how I view it, and I have fun with it. So that'll be WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2 after the show. I'll be live on Elite's Wrestling Conversation, YouTube and TikTok doing that.
Oh, okay, that's class. Although this will probably go out after that, unfortunately.
Well, you can go listen to it after the fact. It's still on there, so you can go back and listen to it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was because I did want to ask your predictions, but then I thought, how can we do that? Because obviously it's going to go out after the show.
That may be more fun because then people just laugh at us for being wrong.
Yeah. So probably the most match I'm interested in, not because of Pat McAfee, but Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Do you think Randy Orton will win his 15th title?
I do. I think Randy will win because the whole deal is that Pat McAfee's going to go away if if Randy does not win, Pat McAfee will never be seen on WWE television again. And they're already kind of hinting at Randy and Pat versus Cody and Jelly Roll at Backlash next month. So I guess that would mean Pat will still be around. So I'm gonna say Randy wins.
Okay. And then the other, title. Well, we got to call it main event because it's for the other title. CM Punk against Roman Reigns.
I'm really unsure about this. Like, I think if something big is going to happen in terms of a return or a big angle, it would be in this, I think. I'm going to go with Roman. I'm going to go with Roman winning the title, maybe turning heel and like aligning himself with the evil TKO empire. I just have this idea in my head of Roman and Randy and Pat and some of the TKO executives maybe being the evil corporation type thing again. So I'm going to go with Roman.
Okay, so already that's 2 title changes already.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan against Stephanie.
I'm going with Stephanie to retain just because everybody's picking Liv. And so there's always a couple of WrestleMania results that leave people a little surprised. So I'm going to go Stephanie to retain.
Okay. Finn, or the Demon, should we say, against one of my favourite, actually, although I think he's gone a bit quiet recently, in all fairness. But, Dirty Dom.
Yeah, I like Dirty Dom. I think the Demon will win just because it's the Demon. The Demon, in the last couple times we've seen the Demon, he lost. So that kind of takes away some of the meaning of the Demon. So I'm going to say the Demon has to win.
Yeah, okay, fair shout. But I don't know if you agree with that while we're on that subject, but Dirty Dom has kind of gone quiet, hasn't he? I would say.
A little bit. I mean, he's... I wonder if a babyface turn could be on the horizon for Dom. If it's just like he's been a heel for a while now, and he's not getting as much heat as he used to. I just wonder if they might try something different with him soon. But I'm like you. I love Dom though. Yeah,
I think the fans would like him as a face.
Yeah,
even if it's just for a small amount of time.
Yeah, I agree.
Just to like change it up a little bit, because obviously when he was with his dad, I thought he was lame.
Yeah, very lame.
Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu.
I'm on with Drew. I think that, like, speaking of babyface, I think he's got a babyface run ahead of him because he's just like, he's had the rug pulled out from under him so many times since COVID, since, he helped carry him through COVID. So I'm going to say Drew gets a win here because he needs it more.
Intercontinental title ladder match. You got Rusev. Let me try and remember off the top of my head. Rusev.
Penta, Ray, Javon Evans.
Dragon Lee.
Yeah. JD McDonough is the other one.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Who you got
6 of them, right? I think there's a lot of different ways they could go. I'm going to go with Javon Evans. I think they're going to lean into the, like, young guys, next new era. I think they're going to lean into all of that. And I think Javon Evans, it'll be like a breakout performance for him. I'm going to have him winning.
Yeah, to be fair, that kind of match would suit him and his like ability, because bloody hell, he jumps high.
I hope he stays safe in that match.
I know he's. When I see him, I'm just like, how does he not like cripple himself jumping like that?
I don't know.
He's got one massive leap on him, that's for sure.
For sure.
Let's go with the tag team women's. I don't know if you care about it, but
well, I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa just because I feel like they're the most over team in the match. Although there are a lot of rumors today, and this may be one of the things that doesn't age well or does age well, that Paige may be getting involved in this potentially because Nikki Bella's hurt for real. I don't know. There's so many rumors right at WrestleMania. I don't know. And somebody's probably out there watching, laughing their heads off right now because something else happened. But for right now, I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa.
See, I like the team of Nia Jackson, Lush legend.
That was another title change. They won their titles within the last month.
Yeah, like for me, like they're different for the women's division. Like I don't think we've seen, not what I can think of, a women's team look that dominant. Obviously, you get it in the men's division, like two big guys. Right. But here you got two bigger ladies, if you get what I mean.
For sure. Absolutely.
Who else do we have? I'm trying to think.
Jade and Rhea?
Yeah, what you got for that one?
Rhea doesn't really need the title. She's such a star anyway. So I'm going to go with Jade because she's got her new group with Meechin and B-Fab. It's not an over group, but it's a group. And she probably needs the title more than Rhea does. So I'll go with Jade.
Okay, that's fair. I'm still not sure on Jade. I think her theme music is brilliant.
The storm is coming or whatever. That's one of the like talking at the start of the song that I like. Hers works for her. And obviously you can look at her. I mean, she's just a freak. You can look at her arms and tell like she could beat up most of the men, you know. But like her title run's been so disappointing because the idea of her and Rhea was such a huge match to me. I was like, that's going to be huge whenever they do that, and now it's just like, it's just kind of there.
I'm kind of the same. Like, has she even defended it since she's had it? Probably like once or something. Yeah,
I don't remember her having an actual like good defense. So
no. And then Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi.
It has to be Oba. It needs to be Oba. There's no reason for Oba to lose. Brock's getting ready to retire soon. Even if he doesn't retire soon, what does he have to gain by beating Oba? So, yeah, Oba needs to win. He needs to win convincingly. I hope that one ages well. If none of the rest of these age well, I hope that one ages well.
Gunther and Rollins.
I'm going to go Gunther, and I'll tell you why. I think that Gunther is going to retire Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam this year, and I think my storyline idea is that Gunther beats Seth, and then Brock loses to Oba, and Paul Heyman's like, man, Brock's washed. We got to get him out of here. Like, he's not the true Brock Lesnar anymore. Somebody needs to put him out of his misery, and so he's going to align himself with Gunther to take out Brock this summer. That's my storyline idea. But either way, I think Gunther will win over.
Well, you need to tell the rest of your group Triple H.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tag him. Not Road. Not Road. He won't know anyway. He won't know what to do.
No, not anymore. Anyway.
yeah.
I just thought of it, and I've just slipped.
Well, I'll tell you, the match that I always forget about is AJ Lee and Becky. I keep forgetting that match. It's so like I think Becky will probably win just because AJ's beaten her so many times. So I go with Becky.
Yeah, it's a bit. That's what I mean. It's a bit of a match that is even needed. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't she like defend it against someone else for a change? Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
And then, obviously, Trick Williams and Sami Zayn.
I got Trick. It needs to be Trick. No reason for Sammy to beat him. I'll go Trick.
Yeah, gotta whoop that Trick, innit?
Yeah.
Is that all of them? I think that's.
I think the only one, because I just did a video on my channel with WrestleMania about WrestleMania today. I think the only one we're missing is the I Show Speed and.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, while you say that, I really like the I Show Speed.
I do too. I think it's been entertaining. It's funny because that's how I think you do proper celebrity involvement in WrestleMania. Like, it's not a main event. It's funny. It's entertaining. he'll probably do something crazy in the match that people will remember and will get headlines. Like, that's the way to do it. You don't have to incorporate him into the main event. It had 20 years of history, But I agree. I had the Vision and IShowSpeed winning that match because I think the Vision, they're the tag champs. They're the only guys left from the Vision. So, I mean, they need all the help they can get. So I actually had the heels winning.
I have a feeling IShowSpeed will pin LA Knight.
No, you wouldn't shock me at all. Would not shock me at all.
Like, something like accidentally, like he falls on him or something.
Yeah.
The ref counts it or something like that.
Oh, I guarantee you. I hope if this ages well, somebody buy me a cookie or something. Jay and Jimmy super kick IShowSpeed. He falls back onto LA Knight and covers.
Yeah.
That's going to be the finish.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I think that's all of them, isn't it?
I think so. I think we got them.
Yeah. So, do you think there's going to be any big returns? What you can think of?
I think they could have like some legends come out and announce the attendance or something, like Steve Austin or Shawn Michaels or somebody come out and be like, our attendance tonight is 800,000 and whatever. But Paige, I would say Paige could come back for that tag match. Obviously, we know Jericho is not coming back now because he's back in AEW. I'd given up hope on The Rock. I mean, I don't know who else is there. I mean, I don't really know who else there is that people would want to come back, unless there's like some NXT call-ups, but that would most likely happen on Raw. So,
and I haven't said this out loud, not on the podcast, but I did think maybe wouldn't it be funny if like Vince McMahon was behind the Randy Orton thing?
I think that would probably do it for me. I think that'd probably be the point where I would have to just turn it off.
Would you hate it then? So if you had like no chance in hell.
Oh my gosh. I personally don't need to see Vince McMahon on my television anymore. He's 80. I mean, he's 80 years old. A lot of bad stuff out there that he's being, so it's just like a TKO's already got enough bad press right now with the ticket prices and everything. I just think that would be, and I doubt he will be because like he's not even supposed to be at the Hall of Fame tonight for his daughter's induction into the Hall of Fame, which I guess it'd be a good time for you because it's going to be on at like 1 a.m. here. So it'll probably be perfect for you, right? Perfect time to watch the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. What would that be like? Probably about 6 a.m, I guess.
Well, at least you can get your day started with a Stephanie McMahon Hall of Fame induction. Hey, Triple H is going to be out there inducting her, so it'll be great.
That's true. So I could basically just listen to you introducing Stephanie.
Oh, that would be a funny video.
There you go. You probably ran out of time now, haven't you?
I know. I got to hurry.
You better do it. You better record it within 5 hours.
Yeah, and hope everybody sees it by.
Yeah. Okay, so we've done the predictions. Shall we go to my quiz show? King Scully's quiz show.
Let's do it.
Welcome to King Scully's quiz show! Wrestle Magic.
So I have 3 questions for you.
Okay.
Don't worry. Unfortunately, you don't get to win £1 million or anything like that. But we'll see how it goes. So question 1. In what year did WWF Monday Night Raw make its debut in the world of sports entertainment?
I'm pretty sure I know this one because it's the same year I was born. Me and Monday Night Raw came into existence in the same year because I believe it was 93.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
In January of 93, Raw was born.
And then I was born in September, so.
Yeah. And for this one, you have to answer it. Well, you don't have to, but I'm requesting that you can answer it in Triple H voice.
If I know the answer, I will.
Yeah. At King of the Ring 1997, who did Hunter Helmsley defeat in the final?
Oh my gosh. Dang. I have no clue. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to guess. Was it Owen Hart? I'm totally guessing.
It was
The Rock? Oh, okay. Well,
it was Mankind.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I probably would have gotten to him eventually if I'd kept naming.
Yeah. Well, you got 1 out of 2, so
Yeah.
But let's see if you can score the winner. If you get
Yes.
this one, it means you win. So this
Okay.
is question 3.
Okay.
When did Triple H first become champion? So the WWF champion.
The world champion? Okay. 1999.
It was, yeah.
Okay.
You got it,
all right.
yeah. It was on
2 out of 3.
Monday Night Raw.
I can, as a bonus to make up for missing the one, I think I can tell you who he beat to win the first world title, because I believe it was the Big Show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that makes up for missing the King of the Ring. That makes up
There
for
you
missing the King of the Ring. Yeah.
You won 2-1. Well done.
All right. Cool.
And then so did you want to go to the recommendations, or should we do some more?
And you said this could be anything, right? This could be
Anything.
Wrestle Magic.
So your recommendation, it could be a film, a TV show that you could recommend for the listeners to watch, a band that you might like. You could say, an album that you think's a class album and you want someone to listen to. It could be food, a recipe, anything you want.
Could be a song.
A song, yeah. If you want a song, it can be anything that comes to mind. A car that you can recommend someone to drive. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll do a very self-serving recommendation, because I wrote a song years ago called Monday Night War, and it is a song about the Monday Night War. It's available on all streaming platforms. If you look up Brad Steele, Monday Night War, it's just a tribute to the WWF versus WCW Monday Night War in the late 90s, early 2000s. And that'll be my recommendation. Brad Steele, Monday Night War.
Oh, I wish you played a bit of that now.
Oh man, I hadn't played it. I hadn't played it in a while. I'd have to practice it or something first.
Yeah, no problem. And for my can't even pronounce it now. Recommendation. I will recommend, seeing as you said a song, I'm going to give a song, and I'm going to choose. So it's an artist as well. So he's a bit before our time.
Okay.
Probably more what my dad would listen to, not me. But I remember when I was younger, I never used to like him. I used to think his music was boring. But now I'm older, I think I appreciate it more. And that's Neil Diamond.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you ever listened to any of his music.
Oh yeah.
And I like his version of Mr. Bojangles.
Okay.
Although I do prefer the original Sammy Davis Jr. But I would say, yeah, Neil Diamond.
I'll have to go listen. I hadn't heard the Neil Diamond version, so I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on the Wrestle Magic Pod. It's been really good.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, great time.
And hopefully, because you might be able to do it with me. So I got, as part of the Wrestle Magic Pod, I've got my own little side thing called the Attitude Era. So far I've done 2 episodes, and basically I do you can't really do a watch along because obviously YouTube doesn't let you.
Yeah.
But basically I've done the first Raw Here in the UK on Netflix, they have quite a bit of it in the vault, but they don't have everything.
Yeah.
So I did the first Raw of 97 in January, and then I did Royal Rumble 97. So the next one will probably be another Raw, because obviously SmackDown weren't around yet. Right. But down the line, if you want to, you could come and do one of them with me if you want.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening to the Wrestle Magic pod. I always say this: watch, listen, follow, and subscribe. And I also end it like this: the end. Scully has spoken.
Wrestle Magic.